Hi, I'm Adam from the Seismology Centre. I'm here to talk about some Gecko seismographs. So first of all, we're going to go and collect one. It's been running up on our roof under a 20-watt power tent, so let's go and grab it. So here's the power tent. Underneath it I've got a Gecko SMA, which is a strong motion accelerograph. Let's inspect the voltage, so temperature and power. So we can see that voltage is up at 15.1 volts. It has a 13.5 amp hour nickel metal hydride battery pack underneath the power tent, which is keeping this running continuously, and the 20-watt panel is enough to keep it running all day, every day. As you can see, the solar tent is a solar panel that's connected to our battery pack here. The solar panel's feeding charge into a special regulator, a nickel metal hydride regulator. So we can disconnect that and disconnect our power cable for our recorder, and the battery pack's here with the regulator inside. So the unit simply folds flat and has a carry handle on the back. Here we have a few different types of our Kalungi seismograph, the Gecko. The base model here is the Gecko Compact. You can connect any sort of sensor to it, just sensor, GPS, power and communication. So any sensor from a little geophone like that, a 4.5 Hertz triaxial geophone, to any broadband seismometer will go into here, and it will run off 12 volts. It uses very low power, less than a watt. Inside here, this is our Gecko SMA. So this has an internal accelerometer, low resolution MEMS accelerometer, but good enough for some structural monitoring purposes. So this is a waterproof version of our Gecko. Simple installation method. It has a hole all the way through, so just a single post to put it over and screw down onto to hold it down. And here we have our one of our Geckos with an integrated high resolution sensor. In this case, this is a Gecko Helix. It has a 1 Hertz seismometer below it, and an internal battery as well. Or we can also use the power tent here, which provides solar power and a battery pack to power any Gecko. So let's hook it up to our Gecko Compact. It stores data onto a micro SD, which is in an SD card slot here. So you can eject that card. You'll see it just goes there. You can take the little micro SD out or have it in the SD card holder to read it in your PC. Simply put it back in again. At the next minute, it will check for the SD card and it will start recording. So just connect the sensor and a GPS aerial, as we have here, and then you've got a functioning seismograph. If you wanted to send that data to a remote server, you need a modem. So this 3G modem here will be powered through the Gecko. We've wired it all up through a single cable. So we just connect it in. The modem will fire up. As soon as it's ready, the Gecko will send commands to tell it to connect to a server. The configuration of the destination is all done through the Gecko, through its LCD keypad here. So there's no need to connect a computer to be able to send data to a remote server. So both units together are using about 2 watts. That really depends on the 3G signal strength. The modems tend to use a little bit more if the signal strength is low. But again, it's a low power seismic solution that will run off a 20-watt power tent if you've got decent sun at your installation location. So this little collection here would make for a nice aftershock monitoring package. You've got your power source, you've got a battery that'll last up to about a week or so when you're using a Gecko Helix. You've got the sensor integrated with the recorder. You just have to hook up a GPS aerial, a modem if you want to telemetry that data, and it's all quite portable as well. So just a few little items you can put out of sight in almost no time.